And we are live. How is everybody doing? I'm going to share that we're live and
Hello.
I want to go over like how they're doing today and or what they're reading.
All right, Princess, you start.
Oh, I am reading. I was supposed to finish the Study in Drowning days ago, and I was on track to do so, but it's not even in it. I did start Dragon Age Belguard. I started and played for like 4 hours.
Hey.
And
So, I love. It's weird. It's totally different than Inquisition. Super different. But
you're
so yeah,
having fun.
my bad. So yeah, I'll be reading A Study in Drowning. I'm gonna go get it. It's in Mike's room because my room was taken over by my goddaughter. So it's not in here, but that's what I'll be reading.
Jen?
Oh yeah, good.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm back and forth between like, do I want to start reading? Because I had finished Rise of the Vicious Princess, and it was really, really good. And I want to read the sequel because it's a duology. But I don't know if I'm ready to pick it up because it was the end of Vicious Princess was so intense that I'm like, I need a rest. So I don't know if I'm going to pick that up or if I'm going to write. I may write.
Yeah, I was like, you should probably write. Maybe give yourself a breather, you know?
Yeah, because I haven't written anything in a few days. So
give yourself, a couple more days if you're still not like
feeling
like you're there yet. And then I'm hoping to need to get to this. I'm just over halfway.
There you go.
So the major thing, like a major inciting incident just happened, Jen.
Oh.
The Mrs. Green.
Oh.
Like Cordelia just went knock, knock, knock on the door.
Hi, Tammy.
Hey, Tammy.
Cordelia has made a decision.
Hey, I'm excited for you to finish. I enjoyed it.
I'm enjoying this.
That's good.
I think I enjoyed Nettle and Bone a little bit more,
but
I still really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
I will be reading The Dead Cat Tail Assassin. I gotta read 71 pages today. I haven't read anything at all today. And then I am going to either or listen to A Language of Dragons, my audiobook.
Beautiful.
Well, that sounds good.
I finished The Grandest Games yesterday. I ended up finishing it, Jen. And yeah, I liked it, but I would not have read this book if not for my book club, and I'm kind of mad I read it because of my book club, because this is a spin-off series but a continuing story.
Yeah.
So it's like we shouldn't have read this one.
No, you should have started with the first one.
Because this is like dealing with the consequences of what happened in the first one.
So did it?
Yeah.
So the whole series would have been spoiled.
Yeah, like there's like one of the main character or the I guess antagonistic characters. Their whole plot revolves around something big that happened in the trilogy.
Oh shit, that's no good.
And so I'm gonna say this. I'm like, this was kind of a bad. Oh no, I'm not gonna say that to her. I think we should have read the first book might have been. So now I don't know if I'm gonna read that series. We'll see.
Yeah. Especially because it's a mystery series too, so it's like the big mystery reveal. If it's a fantasy book, I can kind of see like, oh, whatever, I can read if you accidentally pick up a sequel rather than the prequel series first or whatever, then it's like, whatever when it's fantasy. But when it's a mystery, that's the whole point, is who done it.
Okay. My save is on here. I was scared that my save wasn't going to be on here because I was playing on Mike's PlayStation.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, are you there?
Please be here.
Please be there.
Please talk over the air, please.
Helen, have you seen the Shrek musical or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I've seen it live.
What's that one song where it's like, "Are you there?" Fiona's song, "Are you there, God?"
Are you there, God? It's me. No. I used to have that soundtrack. Scared. Oh, speaking of, I saw Legally Blonde, the musical, on Friday. My local theater musical production did it. It was so good. I spent the entire time grinning from ear to ear. Good. Highly recommend it if anyone has seen the movie and enjoys the movie. see the musical if you can. The musical is fun. Like it's such a fun, like I don't know, it's a fun experience. I was having a good time. I was bopping along to all the songs. Like
That's probably like one of my favorite movie. Like not that movie isn't what caused me to be a Reese Witherspoon fan. The reason I'm a Reese Witherspoon fan is because of Fear, with her and Mark Wahlberg. Like, so I watched that, and that's why I should have knew I was gay then. I should have knew I was gay.
That was your awakening.
I should have known because
oops, I'm a lesbian.
She can get it. She didn't get it. But there's a part where like they're on like a roller coaster and he's like doing things to her with his hand. And I was like, ma'am, can I be the hand? Like, let me be the hand. I should have known. I should have known then.
Oops, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of a hint.
Yeah.
That you wanted to be the hand, not the where the hand was going. Like,
I mean, Mark Robert back then was very attractive, but like, I was like Reese Witherspoon. So then I saw Legally Blonde is probably like if I had to like to have like my top movies, like Legally Blonde, Chicago is another
Chicago
one.
is fire. I want to see Chicago live sometime.
I think it depends on the cast for Chicago to see it live.
Oh yeah,
I know Brandy was in it once, and I wish I could have seen it with Brandy in it. The live, but Chicago movie is fun.
I love Chicago.
That's a good question. So Chicago, you said Chicago, Legally Blonde, and what was the other ones?
I try to think of another movie that would like if it. Oh, you know what? Clueless. That's what it is. Clueless, Legally Blonde, and Chicago. Like if you were to cut me open to see what resonated in here, it would be those movies. Definitely.
Those three. I mean, for me, it's Wicked, of course. Now, I mean, Wicked was prophesized to be one of those movies. Like, Wicked. What's the other two? Past Paco would have said Wonder Woman, but I can't now spiritually say that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Brandy, Cinderella, and what's one I can always watch? I don't know. Miss Congeniality, maybe.
That was a good one.
That was fun.
I can't. It's got to be something like that. I can't think of another one like that. Legally Blonde's up there though. Legally Blonde is like.
It's just such a fun movie.
It is.
I think Legally Blonde would be a top 10 movie. What about you two?
Princess, if you love the movie that much, you should probably get the soundtrack for the musical. Okay. You should probably listen to the soundtrack.
I feel like that movie is also the reason why I never noticed before watching a movie that I have like a thing about like secondhand embarrassment, like feeling things like second. I get so much fucking secondhand embarrassment dealing with that movie. Just like the end of like the end is like in the shower, and I'm like, girl, come on, like get to the point. Like, I literally I cringed so hard. I'm like,
I did not realize is that so for us Coco fans here, the actress, I believe I'm correct, the actress in Legally Blonde that plays one of her best friends, the brown-haired one, she voices Grandma Imelda in Coco.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, because she's also in the new Ted series. Mark Ruffalo movie with the bear.
Yeah.
They made a TV show, and she plays the mom. And I was been watching her TikToks of that on it, and she's hilarious in that. And so it led me down that rabbit hole of her. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Interesting. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
But what about your
my save is on here, so I'm good. My save is on my PlayStation.
Good.
I did have to go backwards to a previous save because like I got to the point where you have to make like it's probably one of like the most important decisions. Well, not but like the first like decision that will affect the rest of the game. And I like looked up to be like, okay, which one should I choose and such, and then it said that if you choose this, like any side quest that you haven't done fail. And I was like, Son of a bitch! No! So I was like, let me go to a previous save. I found the person who I'm going to romance. I found him. So I was like, let me go to a previous save so I can do all these side quests first before you fail me for them, because I already know what decision I'm going to make. So let me do. So I had to go backwards. I went back like an hour maybe. So
Okay.
It's okay. It wasn't too bad.
I do love it though when games are like, just so you know, when you go to this point, there's no going back.
Yes. Yeah.
I love it when they give you that warning. It's like, are you ready to proceed? And you're like, no. Never mind.
They do that in Baldur's Gate. I need you to play.
So I've never played Dragon Age, any of the Dragon Age games, but I have watched the romances on YouTube, like people's romance, like just the romance scenes or whatever. Like of like the gay shit from the last Dragon Age game.
Yeah,
not the gay shit.
Somebody from the other Dragon Age came in from Inquisition, showed up, and I'm like, oh my god, hi! I was like, hello, how are you? If only I was a guy, I would have romanced you because he's gay. So you have to be a guy to romance him. But I was like, if only. He looks weird though. So one thing, I won't take too much time and stuff. But one thing that I will, it's less RPG and more adventure action type thing. Mm-hmm. So it's less open world, like Dragon Age Inquisition is a very open world. It's less that and more on the level of what is that PlayStation exclusive game? Oh my god, with the guy. His name is Drake. He's like a treasure hunter.
Sorry.
I
know exactly what you mean. Tom Holland played him in the movie.
Uncharted?
Yeah. Uncharted. Yeah, okay. So Dragon Age Veilguard is more like Uncharted than Inquisition. Okay. Like it's more like guided than not. So it's not as open world and such. And also the art style is very different.
Yeah, I see
more clay looking like. And I'm just like, I don't really like that, but okay, whatever, you know.
The proportions are weird from the art. From what I've seen, the proportions are kind of like they look a little odd to me.
Yeah, it's definitely different. Like as soon as it started, I was like, oh, okay. Like because I just finished Inquisition though. I just finished my replay of Inquisition, so I was just like, okay, cool, I guess. And then like the fighting is very different as well. So. And I'm just like, okay, I guess, you know. But I'm having a lot of fun. It's still fun. It's just very different than Inquisition and such. Which Mike is like, did you want it to be the same? I was like, I would definitely take a second Inquisition. That's fine. I'm okay with that. You know, I'm good with that. You know, but it's definitely a lot of fun. I'm happy that they made all of their characters pansexual, so you can romance. There's not like a requirement like in Inquisition, you can only romance Solus if you were an elf and a female. And then you can only romance Dorian if you were a guy, because Dorian's gay. So you can only romance Dorian if you're a guy. So there's nothing like that. Like they're all like pan and open to whatever. Yeah.
They're into who's ever into them. Like, oh, you like me? Oh, okay.
Okay, say less.
I heard that the game was really inclusive this time. Like, I know that, like, I guess one of the like character customizations, you can give your character like top surgery scars.
Yes,
I heard that. Yeah,
yeah.
I had to.
So woke. Oh my god.
I know. I legit had to have a conversation with a coworker at work the other months ago about how that's not a bad thing that was included in the game, because I was like, what?
It's a choice. You don't have to.
Yeah, it doesn't affect you. You don't want to get doesn't
It's like
affect
you can make the character look like you, or you can have them have pointy ears.
or how he
Like-
wanted to play him. He wanted to play a big titty girl, like God.
Yeah,
Do what you
like, I know
want to do. Like,
there's a couple Twitch players who I watch, and they always play women because they're like, if I have to play a game and it's like that third person view, I want to look at a nice ass, and they're straight men, so they're like, I want to look at a nice woman, so they always play as a woman.
that makes sense. You know, I'd be like, whatever. I don't know. It's just, I do like, there's a part where like you're like, your room unlocked and stuff, because you're like in this like dream house type of thing. And like, as you get further into the game, more rooms unlock and stuff like that. But your room unlocks. And so like you're setting things down and stuff. And depending on your background of who you choose and stuff, depends on like what you set down or whatever. But the main narrator is Varric from Inquisition, but he gave you a mirror, and so like you get to answer the question, like it's like, oh well, like when I look into the mirror, and there's an option for like trans options of like I finally see who I was meant to be type thing. And I was like, oh, that's really cool and such.
Really sweet.
But it's like you don't have, like, there's all these other fucking options, you know, you don't have to do this one. So it was just a really nice nod to it and such, a nod to that community and everything. So I was just like, oh, that's really cool. Because I be checking all options, okay? Check all options before I click.
Princess is the one that they go to Reddit or the Wikipedia page just to
I'm like, let me see, like anyway.
Actually, if you press 5C.
I'm trying to see everything. That's why when it gave me the option of like, oh, you only have these two options, I instantly pulled up my phone and was like, Google, let me see what the outcome to these two options are. Like, I need to see.
That's like a choose your own adventure book where you like flip forward and then you flip back again.
Oh god.
Exactly.
You know Princess was doing that in elementary school. Come on.
Yeah, look, I was doing that in elementary school. So
let me see.
there's
what
no
the
judgment
options
here.
are.
All right, we're gonna do
No
our
judgment.
first 15-minute sprint.
All right.
And then we'll come back and talk about how Princess was during these Choose Your Own Adventure stories.
Wow. Imagine.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Yay!
I read,
I read
20
10 pages.
20 pages.
Ooh.
So
I got to. I will. Let me just fix this first. I just is just. Yeah.
I was gonna say
Okay.
it looks weird when we're all in like the bubble.
Yeah. I just like the bubble for the timer part.
Yeah.
I got to about. Oh my god. I listened to like 46 minutes so far. 46 minutes in to A Language of Dragons. And some triggering shit was happening.
Oh.
Not triggering just in the times we live in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 1920s esque, right?
Some secret police type shit, like
Oh, great!
like
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I won't read that this year.
like her. I mean, this is all like backstory, like a prologue, kind of like her parents were taken away from like talking shit about the government or something like that. So just unprecedented times. When the Moon Hatched.
Ooh, what are you thinking of that? I really want to try to read that this year,
I
but
do
it's so
too.
thick.
I don't know about this year, but
I know. I feel like that one might be a fun summer. I don't know. For some reason, that's giving like August vibes for me.
Yeah, I feel like late summer, early fall vibes.
Yeah, like when it gets that hot.
Yeah. What would you? So what are you thinking of the Sorceress Comes to Call? Or how far you got into that?
I'm trying to think of how to say what's happening without spoiling it, because Princess hasn't read it, and I don't know who's watching hasn't read it yet.
not.
But basically, she's told Hester
Mm.
and Paco,
Mm-hmm.
the engagement,
Engagement?
the ring.
Oh, okay, I thought you were pointing to the comments section.
In the book. Yeah, this is how I tell y'all I'm engaged, by the way.
I was like, hold on.
Can you imagine? Oh yeah, by the way, y'all.
Right.
No, when you say engagement, I thought you were pointing to the comments like.
No, I was trying to be like, like how that you do with the ring. Yeah.
Giant ring pop. Okay, I know what part you're at.
Yeah.
It's a good book. I think
Surprise.
Surprise, y'all didn't even know I was dating anybody. But
Right? Said to win. Without our permission?
Right? Raina is asleep, like she's not in trouble right now.
Oh, what did she do?
So we left we were gonna go do something, but we ended up not doing it. But we left to go get my brother and then went to dinner. And we had left her and Rex inside the house with the gate up. And Cisco apparently was left outside.
Oh no.
Oops.
Yeah. It was more of like we didn't realize he was outside until we were driving off and we see him like in the gate, like
looking mournfully, like,
like help.
But then a little white dog that's like his kind of dog walked by him and they weren't barking at each other and smelling each other. And I was like, okay. But so we get home and like Cisco's again looking mournfully as we come back in the house. And they're barking at us like, where have y'all been?
You left me outside.
We left Raina because we leave Raina and Rex, even though they haven't fought in a long time. We leave them separated when we're not home. It's just best to be safe than sorry. And we leave this big gate up we have. And usually Raina is cool with that gate up as long as she's not the only one by herself. Like if everybody in the house is in the living room and she's on this not in the living room, she's gonna like try to get over. She'll jump or do whatever. But we get home and the gate is kind of fucked up, but you could tell she was trying to get it up in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's moved, and her and Rex are chilling together.
I think you're good. I think she got lonely because Cisco was in the house.
We realized that she was like, God damn it, I missed Cisco.
I guess Rex will do.
Right.
And
I mean, I guess.
And now she's on my bed to pass out like she isn't. Well, like we didn't all yell at her when we got home. She gnawed on a part and like the paint started peeling off and stuff.
Oh, like she actually got like into the door.
Oops.
Yeah.
Not just like the gate.
Yeah. It's more the wall than the gate.
Mm.
But it's like, But yeah, that happened. But I mean, I'm liking it. The audio narrator is kind of annoying because she's like because I read it at like 2.5 speed, so she has a really high pitched British accent. That's kind of annoying. But we shall see.
Well, if you listened at a normal human speed, you might not have that problem.
2 times speed is normal.
No, it is not normal.
It is.
I can't listen at 1 point. I can't listen at 1 anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Definitely
It sounds like molasses.
Yeah.
1.5.
Even then, that sounds
1.5. The only time I go down to 1.5 is if there's a accent, and it's a heavy accent that I need to, like, if someone's speaking in like a thick Yorkshire accent or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then I need to go down to 1.5 for a bit until I like
Get used to it.
Yeah, myself, because I do know I can like understand that accent, but sometimes it takes me a bit to get reused to it again because it's been a while.
Yeah, I listen about like 2.5, and then once I'm like in it, I could then move it up to a 3.
I can't quite get there yet. Hi, Lynn.
I can't do it.
Hi, Lynn.
Also, Lynn, look what I'm reading. To those that don't know, this was Lynn's pick.
Yeah, for our like personal friendly book club.
Yeah.
Also, I get to be reading. My mind is blanking on the title. Jen's book. I'll be reading that sooner than I thought I was going to be reading that.
Oh, the Beat Schwab one?
Yeah.
Oh, Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Sun.
So it looks like it might be a romantasy book club pick.
Is it romantasy?
No, but the book club picked it. Romantasy. They also did The Familiar. And
I guess that was not romantasy at all.
Yeah, and romantasy is not like a real genre.
No.
In the sense like fantasy and romance are.
What did you just hit that flew?
I had a pen in my hand, a marker.
Okay. I just saw a blur move across the screen.
There you go, Lynn. Do that.
I'm really enjoying it, Lynn. So good pick.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it too. So far,
which is good because Paco and I were joking about him picking this because I hadn't read A.T. Kingfisher yet.
Yeah.
So.
That was almost a pick of mine. But I am liking, and I guess I'm also reading another T.K. Fisher book. Sword Art, I think I'll be reading.
Yeah, I was looking at that today, actually.
That's going to be another pick for the Romantasy Book Club.
Nice.
And what's another one? One's a lesbian one. Like a dragon hunter and a dragon princess thingy.
Oh.
I only seen the title. I could tell.
I don't know. I probably do know it, but it's not ringing any bells.
I could see Jen like.
Yeah, you can see Jen's fingers moving.
He's of her enclosure.
Oh, speaking of Jen, you got the paperback for that poly lesbian book, right?
Yes. Yeah, the science fiction one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I got that.
Brighter the Scale, Swifter the Flame.
I don't know if I recognize that.
That's going to be a June pick for the Sculptman. And then Tusk Love, which is a romantasy book that is inspired by a smut book in the Critical Role universe.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, because one of the characters in Critical Role reads it, and so they made it a real book. But it's written by Thea Gonzon, who is the Hurricane War author.
Oh, I do know that cover. I have seen that cover.
And then Roses and Chains is going to be another one we read. Julie Soto, which is one of the Dramini fanfics.
So you're just doing like a fanfic?
Well, because Julie Soto is she's from SAC.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right.
And so we're going to be. I read her romance book, which was was Raylo fanfic, but turned Raylo inspired. And this one is Dramini, which I feel like Dramini has become the Raylo of this year.
Yep.
Hello, new person whose name I don't know.
Let's see. Hello. Something Kindred by Kira Birch. In betweening leftovers for dinner. Ooh.
Girds and purrs. I love it.
I don't know if you're new here. If you're new here, my name's Paco. It's about it.
I love the name.
Yeah.
We love your name. And yeah, we do sprints. I try to do them Mondays when I'm not imprisoned at work.
Leslie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Leslie.
What are your thoughts of the book that you are reading? So I've not heard. Have I heard of something, Kindred?
Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
Do the Goodreads.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Here we go.
I love how fast Jen types.
Magical realism meets Southern Gothic. Ooh.
Ooh, okay. Magical
Right?
words.
Sign me
Okay.
up.
Keep going.
Jerica Walker had planned to spend the summer before senior year, so it's YA, by the way, soaking up the sun with her best friend on the Jersey Shore. Instead, she finds herself in Coldwater, Maryland, a small town with a dark and complicated past where her estranged grandmother lives. Someone she knows only two things, her name and the fact that she left Jerica's mother and uncle when they were children. But now Jerica's grandmother is dying, and her mother has dragged Jerica along to say goodbye. As Jerica attempts to form a connection with the woman she's never known and adjusts to life in a town where everything closes before dinner, she meets Ghost Girl Kat, a girl eager to leave Coldwater and more exciting than a person has any right to be. But Coldwater has a few unsettling secrets of its own. The more you try to leave, the stronger the town's hold. As Jerica feels the chilling pull of her family's past, she begins to question everything she thought she knew about her mother, her childhood, and the lines between the living and the dead.
This looks good. So it's not only is it,
Look,
it is YA Southern Gothic and
are
Sapphic,
screaming my name at this point.
and it's written by a BIPOC author.
Right?
So,
Yeah.
like, this is our jam.
That cover
Yeah.
is stunning.
That's
yeah.
like catnip. I'm there.
Great.
You said Southern Gothic and magical realism, and me and Helen just,
All
like,
our ears perked. Like,
Yeah.
yes. Also, hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. How are
Hi,
you doing?
Sherry.
If you are reading, what are you reading? We are going to do our next prank
Bro,
Mark.
At the which mark?
Huh?
At the what time?
Mike got really loud.
Yeah, he is. At 6:50, we're gonna listen. We're gonna do our next
Okay.
prank.
Okay.
I'm sure you can put it right back down. That's the
Am I playing Rivals?
I think so. No, I think he's playing COD.
Oh,
Okay.
Mike took over the stream there for a second.
right. Very loud for a second.
I don't hear him. It must be because I'm so used to tuning him out all the time that I didn't hear him at all.
Like, I
Nothing
literally
hearing.
couldn't hear Paco give us the time because Mike was talking so loud.
Right.
No issue with it. It's just funny.
It was just funny.
Yeah.
Like,
I
oh,
can't hear anything.
He's literally a room over.
Yeah. He's literally through that door.
Yeah, the over is matte and a certain angle the light shines on. There's a gloss that used to frame. Yeah, the cover does look really good. Oh, it's a matte cover. I love those. I don't know why. I prefer the matte covers over the glossy.
Yeah. Especially with this, because it gives that kind of like smoky 70s, like 60s film.
Yeah.
You
Like,
know, like
Princess's favorite word, vintage.
yeah. Gives
Love
that
it.
That vintage feel.
I forgot that I had the Little Mermaid on, and Poor Unfortunate Soul Star, and I was like, what? But it's the live action one. I did finally get my physical copy of Wicked came in the mail.
I saw.
There you
And I
go.
was like, I can die happy now. Well, I have to wait for part 2, and then I can send it to the next level. But
My precious.
I don't think you guys answered it. If they were gonna cut you guys up, what movies would pop out?
Lord of the Rings.
Last Unicorn.
I was gonna say Princess Bride. Probably Lion King or Beauty and the Beast.
Ooh,
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's weird. I hate this building, bro. You can't use shit.
Sound of Music.
Mm.
I watched that. By the time I was 12, I'd probably already seen that movie 100 times. Like, because I was like, I have to have a music, like a musical in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen The Sound of Music, I don't think.
Really?
You know.
I guess the tracks. Like the only reason I did is because my mom watched it because it came out when she was a kid.
Yeah.
So.
But I watched Chicago growing up. I watched Hairspray was one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hairspray, Chicago.
I mean, anything with Queen Latifah in it, honestly.
Yeah.
She should have been Ursula.
Actually, also, I just looked at my my DVDs there. I think also Underworld. I need to throw in Underworld.
Fair.
Because it's that gothic vampire and werewolves. So
You know, for me, I would replace Underworld with Van Helsing.
that's fair. But I think for me, because it was like strong female character as the lead.
Yeah.
So
I think for me, it's in Van Helsing, the Dracula's Brides.
just Dracula too. Like his
Yeah.
Dracula is also just like
Paco's life just exploded.
yeah.
Y'all know what movie I really liked that everybody didn't like, which is
What's
really
that?
upsetting. I really liked, what's it called? Legion? With
I haven't
what's his
seen
name?
that.
Oh, is that the one about the angel or the
I think
fallen
Keanu
angel?
Reeves, I think. I think that's Keanu.
Oh yeah, I know.
Constantine.
Oh, that one.
Oh,
Constantine.
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 Oh, Constantine.
Yes,
Okay.
that was
I feel
my
like
shit.
I read a book where that was the
Constantine.
the main character's favorite movie, and it was like their whole thing was Constantine.
You guys don't. I don't know if people know that's a comic book movie.
I knew that when it came out.
Yeah.
Knew what?
That Constantine is
That's a comic book?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know
it was discussed in Nerdum when it came out, so I knew people that were talking about it. I didn't see it though because that wasn't my cup of tea back then. Really?
I don't think I've watched it either. I've seen the show they made, and I do love Constantine as a character. I just never seen that movie, so it goes a little bit before my time.
Yeah, and
It's early,
Keanu,
right?
was that before or after? Did that come out before or after Matrix?
Constantine? After?
Yeah,
After.
it was after. Okay.
There is a channel that discusses that I like watching on YouTube where they take like vampire movies and media, and it's not every time because it's more movies than like books and stuff.
I mean, I like
And
Legion too. Now I think about it. I like
they will go over all the like lore and what created these vampires and stuff like that. And I'm fighting the urge to not watch their Nosferatu video because I want to watch the movie. And I'm like, no, I can't watch this even though I want to know.
You should also watch the original one.
Yeah, I need to.
Because the original one is not long.
The original Nosferatu to me is SpongeBob. Because a lot of reasons a lot of kids know, or my generation knows who Nosferatu is because he's in an episode of SpongeBob.
Wow. Okay.
Agreed. I feel that. I agree. I feel that.
Having never seen an episode of SpongeBob, like
That's really sad.
That is really sad.
why didn't you have the channel growing up? And it was at that age where it was like my younger cousins who were 5 years younger than me and more were into SpongeBob. So it was their show.
Yeah, SpongeBob was like my.
That's a kid's show.
Yeah, it was a
I
kid's
love
show.
it.
When
I
it
was
was
an
like,
adult
I'm
when it
too
came
cool.
out,
I'm
so-
13.
Yeah.
They just have
And
this
I was
old,
an adult when it came out. I didn't have time for that shit. I was busy in the bar.
Yeah. We know what you're doing in the bar. We
I was busy. I had shit
Just
to
now
do. I didn't have
knows.
time to watch SpongeBob.
Although watching that on Substances would have been interesting.
Hey, look, a lot of people watch SpongeBob on Substances.
You
It's
know
not
what
that
was
we
fun?
condone substances on this channel, YouTube algorithm.
No, nothing about that.
No.
Nothing of that is.
Nothing
I
of
will
that.
say, I don't know, Jen, this might have been up your alley. So in
Mushrooms?
no, speaking, it's a movie, but in like I think it was 2010 or 2011, a movie came out called Rubber, and it's about a killer tire, as in like a car tire that kills people, and it's psychic. And so how it kills people is it vibrates and then people's like heads explode and shit. Anyways, it came out and it was a big deal. People were loving it. And so I ended up going to see it with a bunch of theater kids.
Oh God.
Best way to watch a movie.
I imagine so. That's fantastic.
I only knew I was invited because it was like a friend of a friend. And I only knew my one friend. So I didn't know any of these theater kids. He was a creative writing major. So I was the anthropology sociology kid, with the poetry and the like the creative writing and the theater. It was honestly that's the best way to watch like a bad horror movie.
Yep.
Best movie experience. You've seen it, Lynn?
Yeah, Lynn says she's seen it.
Wasn't it? I don't know. It was fun. It's like a fun, campy horror movie.
That's great.
You guys have any movies that are so bad that you love?
That was one. Honestly, that one. I think it was also just what I think the watching experience. Obviously, The Room. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I think for me, it's either Catwoman with Holly Berry. So bad, it's fun.
It's so good.
Right?
It's so fun.
It's so bad that it goes back around to being good.
When they're playing basketball.
Okay, when she goes to the bar and orders milk. Like,
Look, I'm gonna need y'all not to do too much, okay? Don't.
no, I love it. It's one of my favorite movies, but it's because it's so like ridiculous. That
Honestly, Halle Berry was just like, "Fuck it, I don't care. I won my Oscar."
that movie, like, I'm gonna act like Paco in elementary school wasn't like when Playground wasn't pretending to be Catwoman. Okay, like.
Oh, so you're the reason they put litter boxes in schools now?
No, I'm not that kind of cat. I wasn't one of the wolf kids. No.
I would have to say my movies. I gotta call it Spaceballs.
Oh, I love Spaceballs.
Spaceballs, The Dark Crystal, Airplane, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see Dark Crystal until university.
That shit creeped me the fuck out.
It was so creepy. Even watching it as like a 20-year-old, I was like, "What the fuck?"
And then see the Goonies, The Dark Crystal, and The Neverending Story were like my 3 formative movies.
Yeah,
when I was a kid.
I loved the Goonies.
I could quote the Goonies.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
We borrowed it from my aunt, and I think we kept it for 10 years.
Yeah, those were my 3 formative movies growing up. I absolutely loved all 3 of them, and I would watch them over and over.
Even though we don't discuss this author on this channel, the only HP movie I remember actively watching, because we didn't watch them all. We didn't watch, like, we weren't that family that was going out to the theaters to see them all the time. But I remember having the VHS copy of Chambers of Secrets. And because my brother is the dinosaur dragon kid, we would watch it all the time, especially for the like Basilisk versus Phoenix fight at the end. Like, like for any dinosaur like dragon kid, that shit's crack. It was that movie, Cinderella, and I think Barbie Swan Lake that were on repeat, and you can guess which 2 were mine.
No, for us, we watched The Lion King so much that literally the plastic holding the case together fell apart. Like literally the plastic covering it was just, it's gone.
I don't think we didn't have that one growing up, like we didn't have that VHS, so that wasn't one of our like that wasn't like Aladdin or
we had most of them. The only ones that we were missing was Hunchback of Notre Dame, which I didn't see till, funny enough, it was one of the few times my mom, when we went out for a family vacation, allowed us to, you remember, Jen, back in the day when you could rent a movie from your hotel?
Pay-per-view.
From the hotel room. That was one of the few times my mom let us do that because that was expensive.
Yeah.
And I think it was one of those times where
if you rented porn.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay. So
my mom was probably done with my brother and I being in the car, so she's like, "Fuck it, put on a movie."
Right.
So
that was the first time I watched it.
I remember this happened when we were young. It was me and my sister's family, and we were going to, I think, LA, and we were staying in a hotel. So, and the parents went down. If you guys ever did Embassy Suites or whatever, they had like the happy hour,
Oh yeah.
and the kids were upstairs. And this caused like a big fight between my dad and my mom because my mom thought my dad did it, but my oldest niece, my niece, who was a couple of months older than me, was like she knew how to rent the movies. And she accidentally rented a porn. Well, no, I say accidentally because we were like 7, like 6 and 7. We were young.
She
We
probably
weren't like,
thought the title was funny.
What's happening?
yeah.
She
Well, I
probably
remember,
thought
we
the
don't
title
even
was
remember
funny.
watching
Clicked
it. I don't think we even really watched it because I don't remember us watching it at all. But I just remember the receipt was on there, like the when it came to the payment time. So that legit caused a huge fight, and it turned out it was the kids.
That's funny.
I
That's
think
what happens when you leave them, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
What up? What up? How y'all doing?
Did you know that we could hear you?
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
then we couldn't hear Paco talking.
I was like, I don't hear shit.
It'd be like that. Sorry, Paco, I'm loud.
It's fine. It's fine.
Y'all got a rundown though on the game.
Yep.
What were you?
We heard your call outs.
Ranked,
We'll stream snipe you next
ranked Call
time.
of Duty. Hey, do it. You ain't down.
Hey, my PS5 is on now, so technically I could possibly do it.
Hey.
Helen's not gonna be playing any games before.
Hey, listen, there is going to be a Mongolian horse game coming out. So
Ooh,
Oh, what
okay.
now?
it's basically. Did you hear about Death Stranding? Okay, well, it's basically a game where you're playing like a mail carrier, think like a FedEx, UPS,
Mhm.
basically that, but it's in this like dystopian like
Wow, Lynn. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Wow, fucking block Lynn.
True, I remember that. I just
Ace
forgot.
that. That was like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw. I didn't know
Ouch.
about it because like I'm an Xbox. I have like
Black Lynn right now.
and I saw TikToks about that.
I didn't see anything about that.
Also, because we're talking about current shit that just happened, the level of hater that I want to be is a Kendrick Lamar level hater.
The amount of petty was
Petty?
amazing. I didn't even watch the halftime show, but like,
But I heard about it.
oh, I heard about it.
I heard all
the
about it.
smile he gave
The
to the
camera.
screen when he said, "Hey Drake," to having everything was just too funny.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 7:00, so we're gonna take a sprint. We're gonna take a 30-minute sprint, and then we will talk to you guys in a little bit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just switching everything over.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
We are back.
Mhm.
Yay. I finished chapter 1
Ooh. Of your
of
story?
my story. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Came in at 2,189 words.
Pretty good amount.
Yep. 7 pages.
Excuse me.
Well, in Word.
I'm on chapter 25. Things are starting to pop off.
Nice.
So
It's a standalone, right? I think so.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think she only writes standalone, at least so far. I think, right?
No, she's
No,
got
she was the paladin thing, the paladin one.
the paladin one, and then there's also it. Wait, is that the same one that I'm thinking of? That starts with what moves the dead?
Oh yeah. The House of
'Cause it's
Usher.
got
Oh yeah. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
the Edgar Allan Poe one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. She mostly mostly writes.
Mostly.
I guess her like fairy tale stuff is like standalone.
Yeah.
I want to
would
read her
say-
Sleeping Beauty one.
First Snow White, Rose Red, because that's this fairy tale
Yeah.
that most people don't know, and that's
Yeah.
one of my favorite fairy tales.
There you go. Now all she needs to do is a Goose Girl retelling, and you really will be stuck.
That's
This
what this is.
I was
is
like,
it?
isn't that that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, it strikes me as so different from the Goose
The horse's
Girl
name is
story that
literally
I'm
Falada.
accustomed to. Huh?
The horse's name is Falada, which is in the original. The horse is named Falada in the original.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I see where
And
you.
Hester is the goose girl, is the original, is the servant.
Oh, okay.
Because I'd say this is more a reimagining rather than a retelling.
Yeah.
Like it's
Like
taking
inspired
the
by.
yeah.
I see it now that you say that. That Hester is the original.
Hester is the servant.
Yeah.
What do you
Okay.
want, fat dog?
I did not read it all because one of my I like started reading. First I was like on TikTok, and then I started reading, and then I got notifications that one of my favorite TikToker that does like they do a whole series, like they act out a series, had posted a new episode, and I was like, ooh, my show was on, I gotta watch it.
I love that though. When you're like, ooh, they posted a new episode.
Yeah. But we were talking about the Super Bowl before we left, and the fact that he had Serena Williams crip walking, which if you don't know, that's Drake's ex.
Yeah.
And love it. I love a petty moment.
Also, Samuel L. Jackson was there. Like I didn't know that
Yeah.
until I was watching some summaries of like the symbolism behind some of his show, and I was like, wait, Samuel L. Jackson was there?
He was
Yeah.
legit.
He was Uncle Sam. Yeah. I was like, what?
And to do all that with what him who should not be named in
In the
the
stands.
audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Clean.
Rena's mad because I put the gate up so that she can't bother anybody else.
Put it out.
Mm.
And she's like, I want to be free. I want to be where the people are.
Put the step out. I put the step out. Okay, go ahead. Okay, come on. No, come right here.
Tiny puppy.
Oh,
Was Helen
Sorry.
here when we had the puppy?
She's a fat girl.
I've seen her,
Okay.
She's pretty.
but I've seen her like in the background.
Yeah.
She's a cute girl.
She's a happy baby.
She is so old and so annoying. I'm just like, just sitting there, just happy now. No, okay.
Yeah, she's like, all right, I'm good.
Right. So Leslie got
Oh.
chapter 9 and
Oh.
is munching on stew.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
There
love a
you
good stew.
Oh, I don't have a channel.
Princess does.
Yeah, Helen
I
doesn't.
don't do content.
Helen is in behind the.
She
in the-
just runs everybody else's content.
Yeah.
I
Helen is like
I
our
just like come up with ideas behind the scenes randomly on Discord.
Helen
There
is
you
the
go.
showrunner. of the show of our
Right.
channel.
I also know their libraries better than they do, and what they've read
Yeah.
better than they do.
True story.
When I say Man
I'm
Princess,
like, wait, did you read that 2 years ago in December?
when I say Man Princess probably would not be able to run as effectively without Helen is an understatement. The time she's had to talk me off the ledge is enough. Like I don't think it's that, but we appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Um,
actually don't do content anymore, but thank you for subscribing anyway. You never know, I may come back. Princess did.
Yeah.
I did, but I came back brand new. I'm telling you, it was like perfect coming back brand new and kind of just being like, I don't fucking care anymore. I don't care.
I'm
Right.
doing what I want when I want.
Exactly.
Honestly, Jen, you could just do sprints. Like if Christina ever finishes renovating our house.
Yeah.
I
That's a big
was
if at this point.
I was watching some of her TikTok, her Instagram reels about her painting, and she's like, I don't know which color.
She did so. Oh my god,
The whole wall was swatches of different
she
greens.
has done so many green swatches. Like, oh my god,
There was like 20 on the wall.
there was. I was like, what the fuck? How many samples did you buy? She's like, less than it looks like. Some of them are repeats. I'm like, are you kidding me?
I
But
get that
she
though,
finally
because it
settled on
looks
a green.
different in different light and stuff.
Yeah,
Is
that's
this-
You
what
have
she
to like
are-
test it on different parts of the walls. And
yeah.
Is this their plan on like their last move, or are they planning on moving?
Yeah,
again?
they bought the house.
yeah, like
Okay.
this is I
Yeah,
think
they
she's
bought
hoping
the
like
house.
Because I knew that they were talking about like moving out of state, so that's why I was
Yeah.
like asking.
But they
that.
end up not moving out of state, right?
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah, the existing area.
Yeah.
I believe, right? They didn't move far from where they were at.
Yeah, they moved like 6 minutes away from the apartment they were living in.
Oh, that would make the move a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Um,
Right?
Okay, that just summed up Christine. I don't even know her that well,
Yes.
and I know that.
Yes. Look. That's definitely a word to describe her.
It's kind of wild to me that I did not know me and Christine lived so like.
That was wild when you two found out. Like, wait a minute, we're
Right.
like an hour
It
away.
had been a minute into the friendship. Like it wasn't like we had just started like hanging like chatting. We had
Yeah.
like a
Friends
year
for
or
a while,
so.
and just, like all of a sudden,
Yeah.
like you
Did
live
she
that
like
close,
casually mention something, and you were like, "Wait a minute, that's not too far from me."
Yeah. And then
right?
she popped up at my job for that
was
event,
funny.
and
That
then
was
and then
cute.
I was able to like meet her, and then we met again at the book signing.
Yep.
Which I wish that night was more positive, but that was like election night, so it does have that just to
Yeah.
it.
You know, I really like Christine, but I kind of peg her for voting for Trump. Not gonna lie to you.
No.
Like,
No.
really?
Yeah,
Jen did
really.
her job. Jen did their job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you should. Friends don't let friends vote for Trump.
I did not raise her to vote for Trump.
Jen
No.
yanked them from that ledge years ago.
Yeah, no, she would not. She never would.
I feel like I see why you would say that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but
Yeah.
I feel like Jen. I mean, just from what I've seen of Christine, she's like an actual Christian, like
Yeah.
that actually believes the shit. Unlike some that.
Can I help you?
She walks the walk.
Yeah, that's like my friend Sarah.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's like my
So,
friend
like-
Sarah. Like
yeah,
who
she
literally
didn't
went.
really decide on a green. So
Yeah,
You love Princess.
yeah, that was so funny. I see the wall of
coat today.
swatches, and then the next reel was like, it's
Is it
this
like
color.
a dark green? Like a
Yeah,
forest green?
it's a sagey,
Sage.
olivey, grayish green. Yeah,
It's
it's
a
not my
good-
favorite either, but
It's a decent color, but yeah, I don't know what it'll look like when maybe when it's nice and sunny, it'll look better. But
Hello.
Who would cut
hello,
that?
Gaga Duck.
Hello.
amazing introduction.
Yep, I love it.
For a
I
second,
love it. Okay,
you
here's my
didn't- you
question
didn't
for
say
everybody.
fellow.
You
I
ready?
was like, "Who you calling fat?" But
I I mean, might as well.
Tag yourself. I'm Monster
Yeah.
Lovers.
What's your question, Jen?
I have a question. All right,
Okay.
so here's my question.
Okay.
Do vampires in Omegaverse, are they allergic to garlic knots?
I don't know what any of that means. I'm gonna leave that alone. Oh wow.
I will say,
Oh,
vampires aren't that common in Omegaverse.
Oh
It's
my
more of a sister.
god.
Okay, but if you had one,
I'm not even
Most
listening.
of the
to
time,
you
no.
anymore.
Most vampire books
Ellen.
actually have garlic beans.
Ellen,
I know.
Gets the joke.
I
it just-
know. I just kept driving. There was a billboard, and I just ignored
take
it.
No,
off
Ellen-
on the exit.
Jen,
Oh no, never
Ellen
mind.
at least
I'll just make a
got the joke, unlike you, Jen.
True,
Who
that is
did?
fair. That is fair. It went right over my head that time. Yeah.
Helen just drove past it. You missed the turn.
I acknowledged it, and I went, no.
It's funny. I felt like this is how I read Lynn typing it. That was funny, Jen. Lol. But I do.
Oh,
kind of
actually, you know what? I need to give y'all an update as
Okay.
far as the
Vampire Knight?
Airbnbs go.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I was looking at some Airbnbs and like some days ago or whatever for Santa Monica, and my mom has invited herself.
Yeah. You told me.
You know,
No,
Surprise.
I wasn't full of any issue. We love Mama.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So they are going to be a little bit more expensive.
I
don't know
figured.
why. I mean, I'm, you know, the cost of living, I guess.
No, I mean the fires.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
That's why I figured they were going to be going up in prices. Oh,
Oh, bye,
I
Jen.
didn't- that wasn't me.
No,
Well,
that wasn't
maybe
me.
That wasn't me, I swear. Maybe their internet went down or something.
So I
Oh,
was
you
looking
sweet-
at
You
some.
sweet summer child. We weren't talking about garlic, not those.
Oh,
Oh.
Gers and Purge doesn't know Omegaverse. Okay.
All right, continue.
Oh, so yeah, I was looking at, and they were so far the ones I was looking at was a little over 2,000, and like 2 to 25 or so ish area.
If you want to, maybe we could maybe find a nicer one or nice ones that aren't Monica, but the area.
No, that's why I branched out a little bit.
Okay.
I branched out a little bit, but like it's not that big of a deal to me because of the fact of like I'm paying for it. You are irritating me. Like can yeah, move. It's okay. You're fine. Man, you're fine. Here you go.
What is
Go home.
again, science?
It's a female scientist holding like a test tube.
Anyway, okay. So it's not. She like you're locking me
Sorry.
up.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I was trying to log in so that I could be part of the regular chat,
Mm.
and it kicked me out, and then let me back in, but I'm still not logged in.
I don't even look at that button. It says join the chat. I'm like, no, thank you. It's fine.
Yeah.
But
When I'm not hosting, I don't worry about the chat. I mean, I look at the chat to read the comments, but I don't write in the chat. If you want to, maybe pull up your phone and watch on your phone muted and type there. That's sometimes what I do. But-
I don't know. I have it. Mine just. I have it on. I see the private chat in the comments, and I can just click over it. It's just, and I still have login sign up for free.
Oh, that's a thought.
it. I wouldn't want to be in chat.
The
either.
nut of the garlic.
Okay.
Gagaduck, just a quick question. Do you have Discord? And if you do, please hit the down arrow
Right.
and click to
Join the
join the
Discord.
Discord, please.
Oh, God. You have to go to a different video. It's not in this video because I didn't add it to this.
Oh, you didn't add it to this one? Okay, go to the last one that Paco came out with then.
Last
Join the
video.
Discord. You'll fit in.
Mm. Okay,
I don't
continue.
even remember what I was saying. So
You were talking about the Airbnb. You were talking about how
Airbnb.
it's more pricey.
Oh, right. Okay. So it's gonna be a little more. It's I don't personally mind because I'm gonna pay for it with the bonus and stuff like that. So I don't mind and such. So I'm just letting Ed in, like, we will split it more in the sense of, like, obviously I will be paying for my half, Mike's half, and my mom's half. So like I don't mind, but I'm just like warning y'all. I did save a whole bunch more now, but
yeah, and most likely I'll do it not what I did last year with the pause, but I will be like doing payments for like I did last year. So there. That was that. I still don't know if it's going to be just me. It might be me and mom now that your mom's going.
Yeah.
So and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Listen,
I'm
mom's
pretty
going to do their
sure-
thing, and then
I'm pretty sure my mom. Not pretty sure because at the time that we were making this plans, I didn't have a dog, and I still don't technically have a dog,
You have a dog.
but I'm fairly sure. Like, she's like really well behaved and stuff. You see, she went as soon as I
Yeah.
put her down. I was like, go home. And she went inside her crate.
I just imagine you say that she walks out the room, you hear the front door shut, car start up.
you hear the claws on the pavement.
Dude, you just hear a car start up like.
But so I mean, I'm pretty sure she's still coming, and if anything, I'm pretty sure the family will work together to make sure that she's. I'm not ready for a dog.
Yeah,
I'm not ready for a
That's
dog.
fair. That's fair. Paco.
I have it in the last video because it's in my note, my like copy paste note.
This is what you need to do, Paco. You're gonna go and you just gonna get the link and then just put it in chat. Call it a day.
Okay. Fight me, all of you.
But yeah, no, I'm not ready for a dog yet,
That's fair.
personally. But at the end of the day, like, my mom has dogs, and now my aunt got a dog, and they live together. So there's like 4 dogs there and 2 cats, and she's very much used to being by herself. So like,
Oh yeah.
and my uncle's not. I don't know if he'll be able to take her or anything. I mean, at the end of the day, if I need to keep her, because that will be my grandma's wishes, then so be it. But like,
Mhm.
you know, I don't know, like, because she's old, so
Yeah,
know,
that might not be
yeah.
the best fit then for you guys, for you and Mike. Then
You guys will find a home. You guys will.
you'll
figure
figure it
it
out
out.
as a family.
yeah, we'll
I
figure.
mean,
We'll
if
figure.
nothing else,
We'll family figure.
with her being you know that she's a senior dog, you can kind of brace yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and you know that you can give her the best end of life that you can possibly give her.
True.
So,
And
if
she's
nothing else,
super
that.
chill. She's super chill and everything. She's
And even though she is super old, she's not like, from just what I've seen right here. She's, to me, she's not like next month. Like, she's not
No.
banging. She's not knocking on death's door. Like,
no, probably my grandma got her as with her being a senior dog already. So she's
wow.
so she's been but I want to say my grandma's had her for maybe about like 4 or 5 years or so.
Yeah,
So
but a dog is considered senior at 7.
yeah, I mean, our dog. So my dog, my mom's dog, before, like, last dog was G. We got him when I was in 3rd grade, like 2nd, 3rd grade. He lasted to like 2020.
mm.
So
I was like, I mean, like at the end of the day, if it's meant, like, I just got her because obviously my grandma was in the hospital, but now that, you know, what's happening is happening and such, like, we'll figure it out. The family knows that I would prefer not to have a dog right now after Bowser and such, but, you know, we'll figure it out as such. But all that to say, I'm pretty sure my mom is coming because we'll figure out what to do with her. So if anything, she'll just be at my aunt's house with the rest of the animals. So it'll be
She'll just be annoyed in the living room.
like, this is my safe space, my cage.
Like, right? Nobody else is allowed in it.
Nobody's allowed in here.
mhm.
My aunt sent me a picture of the puppy that she got because I guess she was getting her nails done, and the puppy just walked into the shop, and
Oh,
she was
wow.
like, "Hey, do you want a dog?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "No."
Whoa.
Cute puppy though, going to be really fucking big because she's already big as a puppy. She's
Oh,
going
yeah.
to be really fucking big, but I was like, "No." And then I guess like my aunt was like, "I can't just like not." So my aunt just took her home, and my mom is like, "What the fuck?" Like,
What kind of dog is it?
it looks to be some type of pit mix.
Okay.
But
Oh.
Yeah,
she had-
pitties. There's such a range in like height and weight with them. Like they can be really skinny and kind of small, or they can be those massive, like what's like the XX ones or whatever they're called.
yeah,
where they're,
like
massive.
the bully ones, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where they're almost like Cane Corso size. Like
Yeah, this
massive.
stuff is huge.
I saw a comedian talking about it, and I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but they're saying that's how Mexicans get dog. Is like you see that dog that doesn't have an owner, they're coming home with us.
Oh, okay.
That's my dog. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like because I thought of that recently when I was doing the stupid shit for the stuff you guys know about, where I had to answer a lot of questions, and they're like, "Well, did you do this paperwork? Did you do this paperwork when you got her?" And I was like, I got Raina from a person my dad met at the welfare office who couldn't take care of her. We just took her home. Like,
Just a dog.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find the picture. And then like I talked to my mom a couple days ago, and all I hear is like this barking in the background. I was like, "What the hell is that?" And she was on FaceTime, and I was like, "She took the puppy." She was like, "Yeah." She said she couldn't help it. It was so cute. There it is right here.
no,
Oh my
Oh,
look at that
goodness.
face.
Hey,
That's
the
a
baby.
face that knows it's loved. Because look at that.
the baby.
Yeah.
Look at them ears.
I was
Little
like,
flappy ears.
Right now, I'm not looking at any other dog. Don't look at me.
I was like, and she was like, do you want a dog? I was like, no, I'm not ready for a dog. Like, I'm just not ready for another dog. I'm not ready to put that much. I'm just not ready for that right now. And then she ended up taking the dog home, and now that dog is like tormenting my mom's cats though. I was like, it's fine. Like,
At least it's enough of a puppy still that it'll learn how to be around cats, and you guys can really, hopefully, your mom and your aunt can really teach it how to be around cats.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
I guess she's like
Pretend to feel like it's
barking
puppy
at the
propaganda.
cat. Like the puppy. I guess she was like barking at the cats, and my mom's cat Onyx is so old. He is so old. He's been around since like pre-Mike, way pre-Mike.
Really?
That's how long-
Wow.
That's how long my mom's had that cat. And like dog is just like barking, and I was like, and my mom was like, "Stop barking at the cats." But I was like, let her bark. I was like, Onyx will get her ass when he feels like it.
When he's hit his limit, he'll go, no.
It got her.
And
Oh, I
there'll
never
be a lesson
asked.
learned.
I never asked. How did your mom like the Rebecca Yaros event?
Oh,
She-
yeah.
Is obsessed with that lady, which is fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't,
She
but
Is
love that
obsessed.
girl.
She's had so much fun.
Honestly, I'm glad your mom has joined the book talk girlies. So
She is like getting on my case and stuff. Like, you need to teach me how to film and how to edit.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I was like,
oh, you're in trouble.
Oh, that's great.
No, have your mom make a booktube. Mama Library. That's a perfect name.
have your
Oh,
mama make a book too.
And then she could do it on her phone. That would be hilarious. I would follow your mom on BookTok.
Oh, in a
I would
heartbeat.
absolutely follow
Oh,
your mom.
yeah.
My mom reads more than mine does. My mom doesn't really read like that.
And then she's like, "Oh, but I don't really want to be on camera." And I was like, "Well, why don't you just be like a virtual book person or whatever?" And she was like,
VTuber.
"You could do that?" And I was like, "Yes, you could do that." MILF talk. Oh my god.
I don't know what that means though. Are y'all IRL friends? How'd y'all meet?
You
then
want
tell-
long story short? Okay, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
start
you want the long
because
story, the short story.
Go for
basically
it.
everybody kind of got together lightweight because of me. But
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
okay, I was a booktuber previously. I'm a booktuber now, but I was a booktuber previously on my channel called Castle Library, right? Helen 1000 here, 1000, right? Was commenting on every video and such, right?
Yeah.
But and so we just kind of like became cool and such. And then I made like a Twitch, and so then she became like the mod on my Twitch, and she has all these different names all over the place. Her name on YouTube is anime. Some and a bunch of
And
numbers.
a bunch of numbers.
Yeah.
Listen, my brother
Anime.
made that back in the day, and it got connected to my Google account. It's mine.
There you
Anime
go.
and a bunch of numbers, right? And then on Twitch, though, she's called Launch at 1000. That's why
Launch
myself
1000.
and my husband call her 1000 because that's her name on Twitch is 1000. So we call her 1000. But and then like so she was a mod on my Twitch. Like every single thing that I decided to do, 1000 has been in there.
I follow.
Yeah.
Been in there. So I was like, okay, cool. So that's 1000. That's how me and 1000 kind of have we've been knowing each other the longest.
Yeah.
And I didn't even fucking see her. I didn't fucking see her. Let me fucking tell you.
You're getting the deep lore now.
Let me fucking tell you. So
Wait. Let me do something real quick
1000
before we do this.
and my husband, right?
I'm trying to get
1000 and my
Moon
husband
King
used to play
Princess.
D&D
do it.
together,
Mhm.
right?
I
And
asked him to join a game with my IRL friends.
he joined the game with 1000s in real life friends and stuff like that, right? So then he sit up here on fucking Discord or something somewhere, fucking
Yeah.
talking to them, and then I walk in and I look and there's fucking 1000, and I was like, not him seeing her before me, like. I've been knowing 1000 for years.
I don't
That's
know.
never YouTube face reveal.
I never seen her face until then. And I was like, huh, oh my God, you have a face. Like you have a face.
Yeah, she
Like-
derailed the character creation for a good like 5 minutes.
I think we were on call in the
Yeah, I
other
think you two
room.
were in Discord in her room while Mike and I were creating his
Yeah.
character.
And you just hear Princess run by. Oh no, she wasn't even on the call. I don't think she was on the call, but she jumped in the call to say, "I just fucking saw 1000's face."
So, anyways, okay. So Paco was a baby new booktuber, and I was like,
Like
oh,
5 years
I
ago.
was like, oh, he's so cute. He's a baby booktuber, and we're gonna be friends. So then I joined his book club, and I was like commenting all the time and stuff on all the videos and stuff like that. And I joined the book club. We read some books, some great books, some not so great books. You know, the Witches by Children. Anyways, read some great books, some not so great books. Some great books, not so great books. So then that's how, but me and Paco got closer probably within like the last like maybe 3 or 4 years. But I've been knowing Paco for a while too. And then
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck Jen came from, but Jen came from somewhere.
Jen just popped out of nowhere and was like, I'm here now.
So,
I
okay,
can
so
tell you what happened.
I think from what I remember of it, because I don't know if I think I was following Princess on Instagram, and I had like made a thing about making a YouTube channel, and Princess had like commented, "Make it," and I'll watch, like just comment. That was the first interaction we ever had, or something like that. So when I finally made it, that's when Princess started. And then I like put a thing on Instagram and like, "Hey, I want to make a book club. Who wants to join?" And then Princess does that. She joins that, and that's how we start IRL talking. I remember my first book club live. My mom was watching, and she said, "Oh, the loud one's my favorite."
I didn't know that.
That's funny. Well, I started showing up to Princess's sprints. I found you at random.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, sprints. So I showed up to sprints. And I had showed up, I don't know, I guess 3 or 4 weeks. And you came on and you were like, let's play a game. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh my God, I remember that. No, I remember that.
And you were holding up books and like, what is this book cover giving?
I remember that.
I don't remember what book it was, but I specifically remember saying that it was giving middle school locker room full of Axe body spray.
I remember that. I remember that.
Scene, though.
Oh
Yeah,
my
remember that.
god.
Oh my
And y'all
god!
were like,
Jen,
what the fuck? Where did she come from?
that's how
Who
new.
was this?
That's how new Jen was fucking dangerous. I was like, Jen is fucking dangerous. Like, do not fuck with Jen. They will scalp you. Take the whole wig, the scalp, the hair. All of it will come off. All of it.
And then the friendships grew when Princess decided to make her Discord,
Yep.
which is no longer in existence.
Yeah.
It has since faded to the astral plane.
Yeah.
But Princess made a Discord, and that's kind of when it all
We started
became-
actually talking
yeah,
more
Yeah.
than just on YouTube videos. And
yeah,
then it
more
was like,
commenting.
oh, it's midnight. I should go to bed.
Yeah, because
We've been on Discord for 5 hours.
me and Helen would like chat in print because then Princess made a Twitch, and I like joined Twitch to watch Princess's stuff.
And then
That's when
Paco
me and
and I
Helen
started
started
talking in
chatting.
the chat, and we're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, we like all the same stuff. Let me go
Yeah.
to his YouTube channel."
Yeah. And then once we were in the Discord, it kind of just we hated the same people. We loved the same people.
Yeah. We all talk shit about the same
Hate the
people.
same
And then it was like, "Oh shit, we're kind of, sort of, almost the same person in a really
Yeah.
weird way."
Yeah,
Like,
me and Helen are like oddly similar. It's like
yeah.
considering our life stories are very different.
very different. Yeah, but very similar energies. That was funny. And then me and Princess
Yeah.
met. I think we're the only ones that met IRL
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because we
That's
both
true.
live in the same state and we
Yeah.
went to a book event. We've now going to our 4th one together.
Mhm.
That's
I think so,
wild.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
'cause
wild.
you
I mean,
did
I
Y'all
it's-
West and you did
no, this is our 4th year with Y'all West.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay. I was gonna say I
But
was thinking y'all had done something else.
Or
with
maybe
Y'all
third.
West.
Even
I think
before-
so, third.
No, third, because there was the one together, and then Lynn joined last year, and then it'll be this year.
So the first year was my solo trip, my first time by myself. Second year was when the moms united.
Oh,
Before
and Nelly was there.
Oh,
And
Nelly.
Okay, yeah, this is the 4th year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Moms
and then-
united year 2. Year 3 is when we got the Airbnb for the first time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now this is
Lynn.
year 4.
Yeah.
Um,
This is year 4. Yeah.
this is year 4. And then I mean, Princess drove up for my birthday. I drove down for her vow renewal.
Yeah.
And so we've just kind of
Yeah.
closest people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fortunately, unfortunately, I'm in Canada. So
Fortunately.
And I'm in
that's what I said. I was like, wait a minute. No, actually, fortunately.
Fortunately, yeah.
And Jen's all the way in Tennessee, away from
And
all
Jen's
of
on the
us.
other side of the continent. So
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's how we all met. And
yeah,
our
that's how this whole messy thing kind of. It was very like natural in a way. Like it started off like
Mm-hmm.
small.
And we are very much cliquish in the sense of like, if Paco said, "Hey, fuck that person," we're like, "Oh, say less." Say
Right.
say less. Fuck
Yep.
that person. I
but
don't know who
our
this is.
fuck that persons are going to be valid
Mhm.
Yes.
Wait,
Yep.
because
even if it's not valid, it don't fucking matter. Hey, whatever.
Except for Lynn. Lynn can go.
Lynn joining is still going to be one of my favorite moments. Is Lynn's first voice chat with us,
Yes.
So funny.
saying where Princess lives, and Lynn being like, "That's only blah blah blah. That's not far at all."
And I was like, okay. Or when Lynn posted her first like thirst trap, I was like, "Not you didn't even warn me." Before
You and Nell getting caught 4K.
That was good.
I remember that.
I feel like we're the main 4. If you stay on the channels, you will see others.
Mhm.
There's Lynn, who is in chat or was in chat,
Yeah.
who is always busy, but we love her.
Yeah.
There's Nell, who is like the popular girl who hangs out with the nerds.
Yeah, she has a full ass like government intelligence job and shit. So like,
If it just gives to me, it gives that energy like the popular girl. Hangs out
yeah,
with
we're
the
like Nell's here. Oh my god, hi Nell.
Since I noticed us.
nerds.
Same with when Jess pops in too every now and then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
fun when Jess pops in. It's fun. Everybody in comments like Jess.
Everyone's like, "Oh my god, hi!"
Oh my god, it's Jess.
Jess.
I'll
Jess
still
the
never
dog.
remember watching a vlog that Jess was doing, and in the vlog, she's watching your sprint, Princess, and I was helping you on that sprint, and so I'm like, I'm just a channel Loki. It's not even. It's like a corner. You see the corner or whatever because she's updating, but I'm like, I see me.
This is fun. I'm having this. I needed this right now. I'm so happy I'm here.
Yeah, well, there's not going to be any more sprints today. We sprinted enough. We did 2 sprints. But I think we're actually going to be ending this very soon, and we'll just have our private time. Because life is lifing. This has been a crazy year for everybody. I'm actually going to end it right now. But thank you guys for joining.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, you already know. You don't even have to ask that.
Oh.
Yes, definitely.
No,
Yeah.
no need to ask.
But our mind blanked. That blew me. I mean, if you watch one of my last videos, I made completely where my mind stands on everything.
Yeah.
But I post new videos every Friday. Someone's been copying me lately.
8 a.m. Friday morning.
I'm not even posting on Friday. I'll post on Saturday because I need time because the vlog I was filming kind of just completely fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna post on Saturday to give me an extra day to do what I need to do.
Oh, good. I'll actually be able to watch both of your videos in a timely manner this time.
Like with the last 2 or 3 weeks, it's been the same time. I was like, okay, I'm joking. I don't care. It was funny when it was the same video. But I post this Friday, if I film it, will be the January haul. All the books I didn't buy in January. What do you have coming? If you have anything coming down the pipeline, Princess?
I was filming a vlog, but now I'm gonna film a couple days in my life or whatever. I guess I don't necessarily. I'm gonna film something. I'm gonna figure it out. But also, Mystic gave me a good idea of doing a Dark Academia TBR video, of all the Dark Academia books.
I saw that she said that.
Yeah, so maybe I'll do that. I don't know, or maybe, and then if I decide to do a couple days in life or whatever, I can film me cleaning my shelves and actually unwrapping all these fucking books.
Oh, you're gonna do that finally?
I'm just gonna unwrap them all.
Not to finally.
Well, I know you've been kind of talking about it a little bit and kind of hinting at it that you're kind of done with that. So
yeah, so I'll probably do that and such. Oh, also though, so Chunk was here, right? She came on Saturday, and I just dropped her off today. But Chunk is my goddaughter, by the way. But Chunk was here, and I decided to have her film my TBR.
Oh no.
It was fucking horrible. So I wanted to do a randomize my TBR type thing, right? So I had her pick 2 books out of the little fish jar or whatever. And then we did a number from 1 through 7 for what shelf, and then 1 through 7 for the row or whatever. And then she picked whatever book out of that row, right?
Did not end well, huh?
It is horrible. It's horrible. I was like, girl, why would you do that to me?
Is she picking the thickest books possible on every shelf?
For one, she chose Peter Pan. She chose Peter Pan, not Peter Pan.
Hey, that's an easy read. It's highly problematic, but very easy.
She chose Peter Pan for one. The other one's Wolf Song by fucking TJ Klune. And I was like,
oh, she's just picking all the problematic reads. Let's go.
Oh, what the fuck? And then she chose just the random books.
Hey, that's what you wanted.
I mean, that's what you wanted, and they are books that you weren't gonna read.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just
you invited her. You invited chaos in.
She is a 13, 12-year-old girl, right? That is what we thrived on at that age. You know this. You were that age.
It is so bad, y'all. Actually, once we get off, I'll show y'all because I still have the pile. So I will show y'all the pile of books that she chose. So it's just I
mean, I did a couple years back. My brother chose my TBR. He legit picked a book and he said, "This character that like had a guy on the cover. He said this character looks like he's the stereotypical brooding guy. Here you go.
I don't have any of that, so I'm glad she didn't pick any of that. I don't have
That's
any of that.
Jen's
When
domain.
I was 13, I was reading V.C. Andrews. So
When I was 13,
Yeah, I was reading Dark Hunters by Sherilyn Kenyon, so
13 was
which is like one of the OG paranormal romance.
what grade is 13?
She's
That's-
in the 6th grade.
That was my Twilight era.
Is that junior high?
yeah.
It depends on the school.
Depends. I was still in elementary school.
I
in
was still in
86,
elementary,
but-
but legit right after I finished my 6th grade, my
Okay.
year, they moved the 6th grade to the junior high across the street.
Yeah, same.
I think she's either in the 5th grade or the 6th grade. She's in one of the two. But she just turned 13. She turned 13 in December.
She's
So
probably,
she's probably in 5th grade then. If you just turned 13,
She just turned 13. I don't freaking know.
let's not
Yeah.
talk about her age anyway.
All I know is that not only did she pick some fucking crazy ass fucking books, okay? Not only that, she fucked up. She downloaded all these mods for The Sims.
She does this every time. Why are you surprised?
why do you still let her use that computer?
I don't even know.
Every time she comes over, you complain about her downloading a million mods.
She downloaded all these mods, right? On top of the fact I downloaded a whole bunch of mods, but I had to check them because there was an update. There's an update, so I had to check them to make sure that they still worked. And there was one that just didn't work, or two that didn't work. So I had to go through and like put them in one by one or block by block, and then see which ones worked and which ones didn't. And then she put all these mods in here, all these like, you know, like fucking hair and skin and like all this stuff or whatever. And a whole bunch of them are broke. They look fucking scary. They got question marks on their forehead, and I'm just like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah,
And she's over here,
Yep.
and I was like, well, Chunk,
Gotta love being a simmer.
is the game working? And she was like, the teenagers, every time the teenagers pick stuff up, their hands break and go like this.
Listen, those are the best kind of breaks.
That's core memories right there.
You can
Yeah,
still
but
play the game, but it
I'll
just
pause this because I do want to end it. The
Yeah,
conversation,
good.
just the
my
live.
bad. Yeah,
and
sorry, go ahead.
we'll continue this right after we end it. But thank you guys for watching. Like, I mean, this is going to comment, but like, subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.